now it's time for the amazing wisdom sharing session. And today we have Master Arpita with us to share on importance of plant-based diet. Arpita is from UK and he's been one of the active PAIMA members as well, be it when he was in India and in UK. So welcome Arpita, it's over to you and we are excited to hear from you on the importance of plant-based diet.
Hi everyone. Hi Vandana. Thanks a lot for that nice introduction. My name is Arputa. So before going into the topic, I would just like to give a small introduction about myself. As Vandana was saying, um, I'm Arputa, and it's been 3 years. I am into this meditation in Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, and once after coming into meditation, plenty of things started happening in my life. Immediately, I became a vegetarian after practicing meditation for a month, and then I became a vegan in after two months. So now I am a vegan and a plant-based being, I would say. So thanks a lot. So before entering into the sharing part, thanks a lot to PMC Africa for giving me this opportunity to present of whatever the sharing the knowledge that I have. I would like to share my screen, and from then we can continue. Okay, I think I can. You guys
Yes,
can
yes.
see my
You can.
screen.
Yes,
This
sir.
is how the slide as well. Yeah. Mm, okay. So I hope you guys can see. So this is the presentation. So I would like to express my gratitude to Pari Patri, who is taking care of PSSM Global, and this presentation is coming from her. So thanks to her. And so today the topic is plant-based diet. I would say more plant-based living, because plant-based diet, once we say, it includes almost 90% of the things. The rest 10% would be the plant-based living. So if we understand plant-based living, it is going to include everything in a single go. Um, so everyone know Buddha, the greatest masters that we ever know. I would like to quote one of his greatest um, teaching to us, which is ahimsa paramo dharma. So ahimsa, in the sense, it is non-violence. Himsa is violence, and ahimsa is non-violence. Paramo dharma, so non-violence is the greatest virtue. This is what an enlightened master told to us 2000 years before, 2500 years before, and this is the principle that I am abide to ever since I became a vegan, non-violent person. As far as that I know, I became totally happy, even though now and then if I undergo a little bit of emotional disturbances, it is very easy for me to overcome that, um, because whatever you give, that is what you are going to get back. If it is the case, if you are becoming 100% non-violent and 100% peaceful being by sharing the peacefulness towards the fellow beings around ourselves, that is what we are going to get back from this universe. So ever since I became a vegan, I'm very much happy always, 24/7. Nothing can harm me. So this is what my life is about. So let us also listen to our grandmaster Patriji, what he says about plant-based living. So his entire mission, why he came to this Mother Earth, is to free the animals from what they are undergoing currently. So in the name of food, we are torturing the animals by killing them, by literally, by literally taking the milk out of them, tearing their skin, making them as our footwear, as our belt, as our seat, car seat, or whatever. So wherever we find animal products, Patriji is against to it. That is, that was his entire mission. Why he shared about Anapanasati, why he told to us about this greatest meditation technique is not to get to us to somewhere else to do astral travel or whatever else, but it is to make us to become human beings first of all, and to make us to become a plant-based being. This is what his entire mission was. And yeah, so this slide, as you guys could see, it is about emotional intelligence. So whatever the animal that have some sort of emotions with them, they have to get some sort of compassion from us. They can't be treated just like that, because they also have same, they will also undergo the same emotion like the human beings. Let's say, for example, if there is a family of four people living happily, let's say one person is entering into that into the house, and then they kill, and that the person is killing one by one. Do you know how much emotional disturbance that people will undergo at the time of that scene is happening? The same thing will happen to every living beings, the animals, whoever have reached a certain evolution. So animals, they are almost similar to our evolution. So their next state would be the human state. Knowing that fact, we need to share our compassion to them. Only then they would also evolve to the next state, which is the human kingdom. So we all come from mineral kingdom. From mineral kingdom, we move to plant kingdom. From plant kingdom, we go to animal kingdom. The animal kingdom includes everything: fishes, animals, birds, everything. And then from animal kingdom, we move to human kingdom. And how we will go to the human kingdom? Only by getting into contact with the humans. But imagine nowadays what is happening. Whenever these animals are coming and getting into contact with us, we are torturing them to the death, and we are interfering with their life. When we interfere with their life, our life will also get interfered. We won't also get further evolution. So if we want to get further evolved, we also have to let the beings to evolve further. And how we can let them to evolve further? First point is not to interfere in their life, and second point is to support their life. We need to help them to make them to evolve. We need to help them in their evolutionary process. And yeah, and third point is like sharing the unconditional love to them. So this is what all animals deserve. And as you could see, Paul McCartney told, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, everyone would be a vegetarian. And Einstein said, nothing will benefit human health and increase the chances for survival of life on Earth as much as the evolution to a vegetarian diet. So these people are speaking about vegetarian diet and not about plant-based diet. Of course, it is normal because it is like it happened 100 years before. 100 years before, all what we knew is vegetarianism, because vegetarianism at the time was animal friendly. When we say vegetarianism, it included only milk from animals, and at the time animals were treated very friendly like a fellow human being. So only when the animal is um, is naturally giving milk, is naturally giving over surplus amount of milk, then we have rights to take that milk in order to help that animal. Whereas nowadays, especially in the Europe, the Western world, when we say vegetarianism, it also includes eggs, it also includes fishes in it. So when we term the word vegetarianism in this current world, it is not, it is not suggestible, I would say. Um, so yeah, so more these days we would have to speak on either plant-based living or plant-based diet or plant-based or a vegan diet or a vegan living. So heart science, we should not eat any animal which has physical heart, as I already told. We need to choose compassionate food. Stop and ask yourself, is what I am putting in my mouth an animal, a being, or has the animal suffered in any way to land on my plate cup, or either it could be a cup or a glass. So what would happen? For example, let's say an animal is there in a slaughterhouse. At the time of its death, the animal would already aware the fact that it is going to get killed. And you know what? The time when the animal is going to get killed, how much of emotional disturbance it will undergo. It will have all sort of emotions in it. Let it be anger, let it be stress, let it be fear. So all these sort of negative emotions will be there in this animal. And when it comes to our plate as a form of food that we eat unknowingly, that it's not our food, which is a poison, we will also get that emotion in our body, in our mind, and it will affect all our energetic bodies, all our 7 bodies. So that's the reason why we should be very much aware of what we are having in our plate. And we become what we eat, choose living foods. So the idea of why we are existing in this existence is to have a life. We being human beings, we are lively, we are life. So in order to experience this life to its fullest, we need to also eat the food which are alive, which are lively enough. So when we kill an animal, when it comes to our plate, it's already dead, maybe 2 or 3 days, or even a week or year before, especially in the Western world. And then if you eat that meat, see, it won't be live enough. It is dead. And we eat dead things, we also become dead. We won't be lively enough, so we can't experience the life to its fullest. Either it could be egg, either it could be milk, either it could be cheese, either it could be anything that comes out of animals, we should not consume. And um, and what we can consume is the plant-based food. Let it be lentils, let it be um, fruits, let it be vegetables. Um, we got plenty and plenty of stuff in vegetarian or vegan plant-based lifestyle. So, uh, and when I say we have to abstain from all products, all animal products, it includes even honey, it includes dairy, it includes eggs. We can ask why I should not eat honey, why I can't taste honey. Of course, when we are going to take honey, we are going to, we are going to make all the honeybees to go away, and we are stealing their food. If we steal our food, if we steal their food, our food will be stolen one day. What we give is what we receive. So eat only the food that come from the plants. And moreover, so so far we saw regarding compassion, why we need not interfere with the other human being, or sorry, with the other beings, the animals, or yeah, whatever. Whereas now onwards, we are going to look how it is going to impact environmentally, and then how it is going to impact in our health as well. So as you could see, 800 studies are saying from different countries, which was an analysis done by WHO, World Health Organization. So all these 800 studies says a clear evidence cancer has direct link to animal products. So as much as the animal products that we are consuming, we are prone to get cancer. And the experts concluded that each 50 grams per portion of processed meat eaten daily increases the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. So all sort of cancers, guys, are associated with animal-based product consumption. And we are going to get 51% of increased in diabetes and increased in heart disease if we regularly eat meat in our daily basis. And you could see WHO has classified organic red meat as a group 2 cancer causing agent, carcinogen, as a group 2 carcinogen. We would say this meat is coming from uh, a well-breeded animal, an organic fed animal, doesn't matter. It has its cancer-causing agent in it. And one egg is equal to 500 cigarettes per day. You guys can Google it, WHO, go to the platform. It is clearly written in their website. According to the WHO, non-vegetarian food eater are prone to get 159 different types of diseases. Dairy industry. So dairy industry is a monster. It doesn't allow cows and calves to live happily, because what will happen in dairy industry is, in order to feed 800 crores of people in this world, 8 billion of people in this world, in order to feed milk for these many people, do you know the dairy industry would be happily running of ahimsa? I am damn sure dairy industry is the culprit for every non-vegan things that we can find in this world. For example, in order to get milk out of a cow, we have to first make her to give birth to its calf. For that, we need to artificially make her pregnant. And once she gives birth to her calf, if it is a female calf, it will be conserved for the later use to get milk out of her. Whereas if it is a male calf, it will be sent to a slaughterhouse, because male calf, they can't do anything with it. Imagine, take a dairy farm having 2000, 5000 cows. If 5000 cows lay thousands of calves every year, they can't handle these many male calves in their farm. They have to get rid of these calves. So what they will say is, they will sell this calf to the butcher, and they will kill this calf. And you know what? There is an enzyme called rennet which is coming out of the stomach of the calf, and they will put this rennet into the milk, and that will make the milk to curdle, and this curdled milk will become your cheese. So cheese, we think it is vegetarian, it is non-violent, whereas cheese is not non-violent at all. 90% of the cheese that we find in the market today has this enzyme, animal-based enzyme, which is called RENNET, rennet, and it comes out from the stomach killed from the calf. So that much violent it is. Only 10% of the cheeses are plant-based. That is also, you have to make sure it has plant-based enzyme. But then dairy industry is cruel. And These female calf will be conserved for the later use. So entire life they are confined. Whereas we didn't want to get confined, not even for a month when we got this period COVID, when the government asked us to be in our home, we didn't like to be in our home. Whereas we are giving the confinement to the cows, to all the animals from whom we are taking milk, we are giving confinement to them for their entire life. So again, what I could say is what we get, what we give, whatever we are giving, that is what we will receive, friends. So just be mindful enough of what we do, because at the end of the day our life matters more than the lives of others. And there are plenty of other things which are alternatives to dairy. You can happily have soy milk. Soy milk has equal amount of protein in it. If you take 100 grams of soy milk, it has 8.5 grams of protein in it, which is equal to dairy. And the advantage of having soy milk is it doesn't have fat in it, unlike unlike the cow's milk. So you are fat free, you are happy, you can live happily without any heart disease. And you got almond milk, you got oat milk, you got cashew milk, you got coconut milk, you got walnut milk. So you got plenty of varieties of milk in vegan world. And environmental responsibility, how what we are leaving for our next 7 generations. So due to livestock, 51% of global greenhouse is causing through this livestock. Whereas we think the greenhouse emissions, which are like carbon dioxide or nitrous oxides, these are all the greenhouse gases. And we think generally, because of our automobiles, because of the cars, because of the train, because of the flight, we are emitting these pollutions in the atmosphere. Whereas 51% of the pollution is associated with livestock, animal farming. And as you could see, a vegan is contributing only 50% of carbon footprint in this world, whereas a meat eater is giving this much of 100% of carbon footprint. And 2,500 dairy cows emit amount of waste which is equal to 4 lakh 11,000 people emit in a city. And deforestation, 91% of Amazon's destructions is for animal agriculture. So we have to be mindful enough. And look at this, one hamburger, just a piece of ham in it, is consuming 660 gallons of water, which is almost 3,000 liters of water, which is equivalent to a person who takes his shower for 2 months. And look at this, 5% of the household is consuming only, sorry, a household is consuming only 5% of water, whereas animal agriculture is consuming 55% of water. We say, please close the tap, please be mindful enough, don't waste the water when you shower, don't take this long shower, things like that. Whereas we can happily have our shower, we can happily wash our hands if we become vegan. We Because animals are responsible of consuming more than 55% of the water that we have in the world. And there is something called by-killing. So when you catch 1 kilo of fish from the ocean, you are killing 5 kilos of fishes, because they are not meant for the normal use. The people are attracted to only particular sort of species and not for the other species that they are getting trapped to the net, and these beings are killed just like that. Think on it, friends. So human beings, they are made of the teeth, as you could see in the photo. in the image here. So we are not having the teeth as if a carnivore, which is which says which says our body is designed to eat only fruits and nuts and vegetables. So we also have to be careful enough. We should not eat more amount of processed food like mock meat, like soy-based, chicken, vegan chicken or vegan sausage or anything that underwent more amount of processing. It is not advisable to eat. But during the transformation period from non-vegetarian to vegan, it takes time. It's not an easy deal. At the time, maybe you can use mock meats like vegan friendly um, things that coming out of plant-based protein, which mocks the animal meat. We can use that happily during the transformation period, but it's not suggestible for having as a entire food. Yeah, so has to be your way of eating more amount of fruits, little bit of cereals, little bit of vegetables, and then little bit of nuts. Ego is thinking that we are superior and making every other animals to under you, whereas echo is putting yourself also in every organisms. So there are movies to recommend. The Game Changers. It is available in Netflix. Go through the movie. It is very nice to see because all the people, those who are bodybuilders in the Game Changers, are vegans. So you can't say that if I don't eat animals, I will end up uh, becoming vitamin deficient or whatever. And Cowspiracy, I would suggest to every single people, those who are listening to this video, to watch Seaspiracy equally. See, these are the other movies. And all lives matter, guys. Thanks a lot for giving me this great opportunity. And this what all I wanted to share today. I hope I finished at the right time. If you guys got any questions, don't hesitate.
Thank you, Arpita. Thank you for the wonderful session. It was very, very much informative. Instead of like just saying, you just showed it through a PPT, which was even more useful and helpful for all of us. That's such an amazing presentation. Thank you once again for joining us and sharing everything that you know to make the world a better place. So, yeah. So, anyone, if you would like to share something, ask something to Arpita, you're all free to ask.
Yes, yes, Arpita, it's really, 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 I'm so happy to listen this. And your PPT is extremely perfect truth. You are the master of this Shakahar Jagat, vegetarianism, plant based food. So, and today I decided one thing. I am leaving cheese also. Almost, I don't know about the cheese, how it comes also. But today I got it very clear. And I am aware of all other things, but not the cheese. Just now, yes, from today, I left this also. Thank you. Thank you
Happy
very
to
much.
hear that, Suvarnaji. Thanks a lot. Thanks a
Yes.
lot. Literally,
Yes.
it makes my day so happy. Hi, Priyaji.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
have I have a question regarding this plant-based diet. You mentioned about the beans, soya beans, lentils, and all. Um, as per my research, and I also experimented this diet. Well, basically, I am a vegan, and but these diets which you have suggested, for example, beans and soya beans, all kind of beans, lentils, and all these things, I find this very dangerous food actually, because it has full of lectins. Usually, whenever I eat that, it causes me lots of stomach problem, and I have also consulted with other people. Also, they tell me, yeah, that is right. The soya beans and beans, they are very toxic diet. Maybe if we can replace these things with something else, if you could maybe do some research about this, if you can come up with an alternative to this. So this is what I wanted to say, because this lectin, I find it quite dangerous actually. Even if we're cooking, the lentils has to be pressure cooked. Even tomatoes, it has to be peeled. The seeds has to be removed. Any food that has seeds is not consumable for the human beings. I think it was made for the animals. So I would be so grateful to you if you could do a bit more research on this diet. If you can come up with some alternative option, like maybe jackfruit vegetables or cassava, like this vegan industry is just putting beans and all kind of uh, unnecessary stuff in the burger. Even if I'm going to buy a burger, I won't get a burger that is healthy for my stomach, for my gut. This is I wanted to say. Otherwise, overall, your session was excellent. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Priyaji. It was a wonderful input from you. I would further research on the lentils. As you said, not everyone are same, isn't it? So one will accept one's body is not same like another one's body. So we are all different. So yeah, of course, I would have a research
Even
on it.
tofu,
Um,
the
mhm,
peanuts, even the peanuts, they are
mhm.
toxic for human consumption, because these foods, they were made for animals. This is not for human beings. Even oats and all these oats, this barley, even this I forgot the name in English. But maybe an alternative to these beans could be not even almond. Even almond is not good. Maybe it could be cashew nuts. If we can come up with some cashew nuts product, cashew nut milk, and product that is made from maybe jackfruit or those sweet potatoes is even healthy, and cassava and
Yeah.
tapioca, things like this, maybe if we can implement. But the thing is, there is no much recipe available for these vegetables. Even fruits is toxic for the body. Fruits also has to be seasonable, and fruits like I forgot the name of this, but I think it's blueberry or something, and it has to be consumed only during the season time. I've tried all these diet, and it actually made me more sick and more unwell. So this is my input, this is my observation. It's not only coming from me. There are many I have consulted who's into the vegan. They tell me the same thing. That is why they get discouraged. They leave the vegan, they go back to chicken, and they go back to meat, because these foods, these beans and stuff like this, it is very dangerous to people consumption. Maybe it is okay for you guys because you are born and raised in the eastern side of, I think, Asia, Southeast Asia. Maybe this is the food that you guys have been eating, since childhood. And also, this food causes a lot of gas. Most of the Indian people in India is suffering from gas problem. It is because of eating too much of this dal, the pulses. This is from what I understand. So maybe if you could
Uh,
come up with vegetarian
so,
Thanks,
option, that would
Priyaji. We all time to become fruitarian now.
uh, here there is one more point. Vegetarianism and fruitarian veganism with meditation does not create
True.
any type of with meditation. So does not give
Mhm.
any disturbances. Even you eat any fruit, you do meditation, it helps a lot because our mind is creating every nonsense. So even you eat
Very
dal,
well.
even you eat anything, with meditation, nothing happens.
but
That is our
I
research is
think
proving. So
I
we
also think
continue.
that the body has its own intelligence. We should also listen to the body and to the science. Meditation is a very long process. Not everybody can sit and meditate. Maybe the first thing is to approach the body, because the body is the closest intelligence being that is with us. We can see that. Meditation good, but only when your physical health is okay enough, then only a person can sit down and meditate. So the first thing is, even in the yoga, they don't talk about the mind directly. Patanjali doesn't talk about the mind straightforward. They talk about the body. First we need to handle the body, then the mind will follow what the body is saying. This is my understanding. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, Arpita, hi, Rajesh here.
Hi, hi,
It's a very
hi.
excellent and very wonderful session. And the same thing what you have, I agree. And even Priya also said that's also is a point to be noted. When we have attended this international soybean meet in that's a board in California. It is okay. Every year they conduct the meetings in indoor in India. So they agree there is a irritation. It will cause by soybean milk or something. That's okay. That's a reason apart. But something to survive, there should be some something to, we have to make a step, right? So we
Exactly.
started with this dal and whatever it is, right? Slowly we'll just go ahead and we'll find something, an alternative. Definitely we'll see when we are in a mood of just avoiding all these things, we will find a way, right? Even Priya also said she is not debated, but it's a valid points only. Slowly, we may get in future the alternatives and all, right? And one good thing it is, well, in your presentation, uh, if there is a glass doors for these slaughterhouses, everybody will become vegetarian. It's very good point. Basically, when we used to roam in Dubai malls, one day I just visited that Carrefour Mall. Okay, there I found a lot of there is a specific place is there for the meat and all. Really, when I entered it into that and that, I felt it. All fishes like every fish is looking at me like I felt like that. From that day onwards, I just that thing every time it rings in my mind. We have stopped the business for supplying the for dairies and these poultries also. We stopped the business with them also. Initially, we were supplying this animal feeds and chicken feeds and all to the poultry center, but we have stopped that business. We don't want to encourage that one. So that step we took by the time. So it's great session, Arpita, and hope some more sessions we are expecting from you in the same and different topics or whatever.
Definitely.
Excellent session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, sir. So yeah,
Ah.
anyone else would like to talk or share anything?
Okay, వాడి లెవెల్లో వేగన కరెక్టే.
Suvarna ma'am, yeah, okay.
Actually, the one point which it was very clear is food, body, mind. As you eat, that is your body, and mind and body are both vice versa. When your mind is good, body will be fit. When your body is fit, mind will be fit. But food acts a role between these two. Today you cleared very well. That's a very important thing. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am,
once again, Suvarna.
beautifully said, because that's what Patri sir says. The 20% of the food is only what that reflects on your body. 80% is mind. What we think is everything controls our body's food, but only 20% has the role of food. The 80% is our mind. So if our mind is clear, I think in India, if you see, most of the Brahmins, they take everything apart from dairy. I'm telling the vegetarian foods. There's a saying that they live to 100 years easily. So when you are fit in your mind, your body is automatically fit, and that is even more important. So yes, that is very beautiful.
Absolutely.
Very well said, Vandana.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so such a great work you guys are doing. It's already 12 o'clock plus, I think, in India, next day morning, 12 a.m. something. But still you are waking up and, such a wonderful and great service. Yeah. Hats off to you.
Yeah, thank you to you too for joining us and sharing your wisdom with us. And hoping to see you back soon with many more such great sessions, Arpita. So, yeah, if no one has anything else to share or ask, I think we can call it up for the day. It was an amazing and much needed session, and the PPT and the information was very well put. So, thank you once again, Arpita, for joining us today. And it's a successful completion of day 5 of Mindful Mastery. And we have 6 more sessions to go with much more amazing information and wisdom coming up. So stay tuned and join every day for such amazing sessions. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you and see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much,
Bye bye.
everyone.